Welcome to Top 10 Archive. We've whet your appetites in the past with other food-based videos, but now we want to take you out to eat at 10 of the oddest restaurant concepts out there. Each of these concepts are 100% real and can be found across the globe. So, all you foodies out there may want to get your traveling boots on. Number 10. Dark dining. Personally, there are just too many variables when dining out that require being able to see what's on the plate before diving in. But there are a number of restaurants in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the United States, Russia, and a dozen other countries that turn the lights out on the dining experience. Dark dining is said to enhance one's ability to taste the food. If anything, it's a true test of just how trustworthy you are with people you don't even know. Due to the complete lack of need for visual acuteness, dark dining does allow for blind waiters and waitresses. Number 9. Call your fellow patrons. Everybody loves it when you sit down for a bite to eat, only for the phone to ring. A French restaurant, Restaphone, decided to make what is normally viewed as a nuisance an entire dining experience. Every table is equipped with a telephone that can be dialed out to other tables. See someone attractive at table 9? Give them a ring mid-meal and strike up a conversation. Airlines started a similar concept several years ago with an instant messaging program, but these two are completely different scenarios. What's the etiquette for chewing while on the phone? Does all eating cease once you subject yourself to the phone call? There are so many unspoken rules that come with this gimmick. Number 8. Shake and eat. There's a restaurant in Spain that goes by the name of Disaster Cafe. Luckily, the word disaster isn't a testament to the food it serves, but rather the surroundings creating the dining experience. While diners chow down on a number of dishes, the restaurant will intermittently experience a 7.8 earthquake. The culinary ride starts with an elevator that takes guests to a cavern deep within underground. From the hard hat-wearing waitstaff to the exceptionally heavy dinnerware, there are plenty of warnings that this isn't going to be your typical dinner out. And then the simulated quaking starts. For anyone not privy to their Richter scale, a 7.8 is just 1.2 points away from being a devastating earthquake. Number 7. The food challenges. Human beings may be the only species out there that can look at food and think of a sporting event to revolve around it. It's a necessity of life, but we've turned the concept of dining into a game. This is seen most prominently in a number of food challenges where diners order an oversized plate of food and force themselves to scarf it down to avoid having to pay for it. From oversized cheeseburgers to pizza pies that could blanket a twin-sized bed, they range from the mildly obscene to the grossly absurd. Food challenges can be found all over the world, but chances are you will find a bulk of them all across the United States. Number 6. Rude servers. You've had a long, hard day at work, and you want to sit down to a relaxing meal that you didn't have to cook. Suddenly, as you're ordering a simple, unsweetened iced tea, you find yourself being berated by your server. No, you haven't crossed into the twilight zone. You just need to do your restaurant research next time. Rude servers are staples in American locations like Dick's Last Resort and Winer's Circle. And hey, if you're not able to take a little abuse, these locales are not for you. You'll be made fun of and ridiculed for the most insulting things, and you have to sit there and take it because that's the service you're paying for. But don't just sit there and take it. Dish some insults back out. It's encouraged. Number 5. Swing and dine. In Paris, France, there's a little establishment by the name of Sur un arbre perché, or perched on a tree. Here, you're going to get yourself a delicious meal, but it's also going to come with a little unexpected motion. We've already visited a restaurant that shook us while we ate, but how would your stomach fare with one that lets us swing back and forth in swinging seats? The small motion may not be enough to give you motion sickness during your meal, but this fascination of moving while eating is quite undoubtedly a strange one. Some of us have a hard enough time getting the food into our mouths already. We don't need the added detriment of motion to make it any harder. Number 4. Monkey waiters. They're noisy, smelly, potentially disease-ridden, and have been known to be dangerous, so clearly they would make the perfect waiters. In the Japanese restaurant Kayabukiya Tavern, regular human waiters are replaced by rather intelligent primates. The thought of a meal being served by an animal would probably gross out many, but what may be the true turnoff for some is the eerie human mask that some of the monkey waiters wear. Essentially, they look like creepy dolls with furry hands, and that's just not okay. Number 3. Food throwing. There are a few different versions of these kinds of restaurants, but they all end up the same, with food being chucked at paying customers. Let's be real. This is a dream job for any waiter, but if you, as the customer, aren't that quick on your feet, you're in for a nasty experience. In Lambert's Cafe, found in the United States, patrons find themselves on the receiving end of tossed bread, while an establishment in Thailand has the chef tossing around fried vegetables to both waitstaff and customers. We're just going to throw it out there and say this concept is quite unusual. Number 2. The beer bath. When was the last time you were taking a bath and thought to yourself, man, I wish this were filled with alcohol? Restaurants like the Cordova Beer Spa in Czech Republic, Moorhof Beer Bath in Austria, and Hummerauerhof in Germany must have had the same thought, because that's exactly what they offer. It is believed that beer baths aid healing processes of the human body and can help to detoxify you. The concept is off the wall already, but to offer this kind of service in a restaurant setting is, well, just downright unusual. Number 1. Naked sushi. It's a rare occasion when the human body and food join forces, typically reserved for those nights in with your significant other. At the Geisha House in Las Vegas, Nevada, Yoshi in Rome, Italy, and most likely many establishments in Japan, the concept of eating raw fish off of a naked human being is actually a popular concept. Typically, a young lady is laid out on an elegantly decorated table, stripped down to her birthday suit, and covered in all sorts of rolls, literally covered from head to toe, with the model's more private bits covered in some sort of decorative garnish. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like, and share the link for this video with all your friends on your favorite social media sites. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.